Alright, what's going on, y'all? So, in today's video, we are going to be starting climbing the ladder for the month. So, the ladder did reset on January 4th this time. And I often like to just try to choose like a pretty solid team to start with and see how far I can get that team without getting too many losses, right? So, I feel pretty good about this team. I think it turned out pretty consistent, even though it looks like it's like lacking damage in some ways, but it's kind of not. And so I figured this would be a good team to try, and I might like go live tonight and try to do like a ladder climb, since like if I want to do a rank 1 climb, I'm probably not going to be posting every single video with it if I'm using one team, right? Because people kind of get tired of seeing the same teams. So, we'll kind of like go back through every one of my rental teams once probably. And, maybe this one once or twice if we're doing the rank climb with it, right? But talking about the team, we just have a lot of ways to complement Registeel on this team, whether it's, Incineroar giving the fake out to help set up, whether it's Sinistra switching in and having the ability to, heal you when you click protect or whatever. Farigiraf not letting you be taunted. Clefairy taking the dragon threats away from you if you Dragon Terra. And things like that. So, like we have a lot of fun stuff going on. Ogerpon has the ability to, click follow me if you really need it, right? And so we can get around Spore. So there's a lot of fun things, there's a lot of fun things this team can do. It's an offensive Incineroar as well, so like while the team looks like it's lacking damage, the Incineroar actually has like max attack, so it hits pretty hard, and that's something that you also have to be aware of when you're using the team. So one of the main ways to use the team is to either start like Farigiraf Registeel or like Incineroar Farigiraf, click whatever you need to do, plus start setting up. If Registeel starts taking damage, you switch whatever's next to it into Sinistra, get the healing, switch back out into Incineroar, and you have like a revolving door, right? So there's a lot of ways to keep Registeel alive, and hopefully we can make it work, right? So thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for being patient while I basically like took a day off, I finished what? How'd they put me so low? Okay, that's a pretty nice reward, let's be honest. So, where's my team? Here it is. We do what we gotta do, But yeah, I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't feel like filming something yesterday, I guess, because the ladder, I guess, like, had reset, but not the way that I was playing it, so. Ooh. Okay, this is going to be a little bit rough, mainly because we don't have the best Spore answers, but we do technically have Spore answers, right? So I'm thinking we start like Incineroar and Registeel, kind of, and then we bring. I mean, like, technically you want to bring Sinistra, right? But it's kind of like, how good actually is it? We can see good use out of Farigiraf if we can work with it well. I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to bring Ogerpon, but who would I drop, I think, is the question, right? Because, like, technically, if I really wanted, I could drop Registeel. Do I feel good about this, though? It feels like it's kind of important. Like, My concern is that, like, with Farigiraf, we have better damage into Amoonguss, right? And so, like, without Farigiraf, our pressure into Amoonguss is significantly less. They will start that. So, yeah, I mean, we have to click Fake Out and click Iron Defense. If anything, I might just Terra, like, right now. Because, like, if they're gonna click Earthquake, which I don't know if they will, but I think it's a good play if they do, right? If they click Earthquake, that's kind of a problem, so... Yeah, they click Stun, so... We click Iron Defense. And then... Technically, Knockoff is stronger. So I will click Knockoff, and... Technically, I think... sorry, I'll try to stop saying technically. I think this would be a good chance to actually start getting an Amnesia boost off. So... Yeah. That's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. Dang, man. Okay. It's like that hit hard. that hit pretty hard too. I'm thinking about just switching in Ogerpon, letting Registeel go to sleep. Or sorry, that's actually an interesting idea. So, if I switch in Ogerpon, right, I can protect Registeel and then click Follow Me again. Pokemon. What I kind of want to do though is switch right now into Sinistra and just click Iron Defense and just let them put me to sleep. Because I think we're already starting to get bulky enough that, like, does it actually matter if they put me to sleep? You know what I'm saying? Like... So, yeah, we'll switch. We'll take, like, pitiful damage. We'll click Iron Defense. We'll get put to sleep. I think that's perfectly fine. Like... Ooh, okay. Okay. I screwed up. I actually think we still have win cons, which is the good thing, right? But, like, I definitely didn't play that correctly, so... I'm gonna click... I mean, I'm just gonna click Machigacha and protect, like... I think there's a chance that Metagross lives it, but we do have the Life Orb, so... That sucks. No! Oh, why, dude? Why would they do that to me? Like... Okay, it's fine. We click Matcha Gotcha. We try to live a hit, which we shouldn't, let's be honest. Or do I switch back into Incineroar? Switch back into Incineroar. Switch in Ogerpon? Because if they click Iron Head again, we'll live it. They can't click Spore, and then we have a faster Ogerpon than Metagross. We click Woodhammer just in case. So yeah, we live that. They click Spore, they don't get it. We click a big Flare Blitz, and we click Woodhammer. If they waste their Terra on a Moongus, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because then I just Woodhammer it. I want them to switch Metagross out into the Urshifu, and it's a terrible play if they do, but if they do, I just take the Urshifu, right? So they'll just give us Metagross. I think that's smart. If this Flare Blitz KOs, nice. That's why you give it the attack. So at this point, I'm really interested in how this is going to shake up, because technically I can switch in Sinistra. I think it's in my better benefit to actually switch in Registeel Fur. No, I think we bring in Sinistra. Yeah, because that's what I was expecting. So Raging Bolt comes out. I'm expecting them to start trying to click Calm Mind, which is scary, right? But I'm gonna click Rage Powder Woodhammer. So that's fine. We are getting into a slightly scary position. They close combat into nothing. We KO them with Woodhammer. Nice. So you can see how we're like definitely working our way through this, right? They go for the Dragon Pulse. I think that's smart. Bring in Registeel. So, one of the big questions you might ask yourself here is, what's my actual win con right now? I do think I have to click Follow Me right now and click Amnesia twice. So I'm going to click Amnesia, and I'm just going to click Ivy Sigil this time. Nice. Okay, so they have leftovers. I'm gonna click Iron Defense, and I'm gonna click Ivy Sigil again. And then I think at this point we can KO them with 2 body presses, hopefully. So, yeah. I think that's always my best play. They do go for the Calm Mind, which I think is incredibly risky. I guess is the word. There's a chance that they will be able to live on 2 body presses though, so I think it's ultimately we'll try to stop saying ultimately so much, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, it's in my best interest, I think, to just keep clicking body press. Like, they can click protect. Yeah, so that's fine. Reggie Dubs. What a showcasing, man. What an absolute showcase. I deserve to get back to Great Ball or Ultra Ball tier for that. Like, you can't tell me I don't. Like, oh my god. I played that so crazy. So, yeah. Ultra Ball tier. Like I said, we deserve it. Like, that, I had to fight so hard to win that. Like, because I literally knew that they had the Thunder Boy in the back, and technically, they could have like withdrawn Amoonguss to preserve it and switched into the Raging Bolt if they wanted to, but they didn't. So, GG's. Okay. We can start for a giraffe. I'm thinking like... Oof. Farigiraf Incineroar with Ogerpon and Registeel in the back. Like, the concern here is that by not starting a better lead, I'm technically leaving Farigiraf open to a double targeting from the Chien-Pao Dragonite, or I mean the Chien-Pao Entei lead. So that's something that I need to be careful about. I don't really think that they should feel comfortable leading Entei, because I mean its best asset is to click extreme speed, all things considered, but like I think it's still a good lead. Like, so we'll see. Did I say like enough times? Do you guys think? So I'm just gonna Terra. Or sorry, I'm just gonna click Trick Room. I'm just gonna Terra, and I'm gonna click. Oh wait, I don't have to. Let's just. But I'm just gonna do it next turn. Yeah, no, yeah, this is the right play. If they can kill my Farigiraf with a Specs Moonblast, I'll clearly like admit that that's impressive, but yeah, no, that's bad. Alright, so we might lose. Because they should go for Moonblast here. If they go for Dazzling Gleam, yeah. 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 So I did make the wrong play. Ultimately, the play that I was thinking about making the first time was a good play, which was to just Flare Blitz them. So I will bring Reggie out. I'll click Iron Defense. I will Terra, and I will Flare Blitz. Is that my best play, though? I think that's my concern. That's fine. I don't care about that. So they're just gonna Moonblast. We're not really getting out of it. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's just so much damage. The real question is, can Reggie win this by just being Reggie? I'm definitely gonna try to just KO this Flutter Mane the second I get the chance, so like, I'm just saying. Oh man. So like, admittedly, I do think we had ways to win this, and mainly it was just actually, that's kinda good, kinda not good. If they... Okay. Dang it. I could have just Ivy Sigiled them. I'm gonna just try to call that they... Yeah. Dang, bro, they're playing so well. Oh, that sucks. Like, I want to click Amnesia, but I don't feel like I can, right? Ultimately, I will. And then I'm just going to Ivy Sigil here, knowing that they should switch out, right? Yeah. So, if anything, I'm making a mistake by just letting them do this. Like, oh, definitely, because they're just going to click Parasol. Well played, man. Well played. So I'm just going to body press here. And just Ivy Sigil here, knowing that they should do something about it. The interesting thing is that if I did double target that slot, we would have ways to win, right? But now we don't, so GG's. Because if we didn't double target that slot, we basically can try to win by just constantly targeting something down. Well, we have 3 turns to try to get kills, right? So, no, yeah, we would lose. So we take a KO that turn, we take a KO next turn, we take a KO the next turn, and we lose. Unless, that is, we can KO 2 things at once on the last turn, which is slightly unlikely. It's not impossible, though, right? Like, if we do have the ability to KO... Yeah, no, I think there was a way out. Yeah. So, GG's. Because we knew they were going to Spiky Shield ultimately, right? Like, that's the main thing. So, because it was obvious they were going to Spiky Shield, you always double target the Flutter Mane. You KO the Chien-Pao on the switch in. They have to bring in either Flutter or Entei. You take out what's-his-face the next turn. So, it's not perfect, but it's possible. Now we've got a rematch with the same team as we just faced. This will be a little difficult. Like, it was just as difficult the first time, you know? So I'm going to start Reggie and what's-his-face. They're all what's-his-face, you know? And then... Yeah, I mean, Ogerpon Sinistra, I think felt like a pretty solid way to do it, right? So we just need to be careful because if they do just have Clear Smog, which clearly the last one did, you know, that's something we're gonna have to be really careful about. But we were actually able to use our Incineroar to just like beat their team pretty much, so. Okay. I think we always just fake out Amnesia the first turn. So they do go for Calm Mind. I expected that to some degree. We do have Parting Shot, so it's not a huge problem. We start clicking Amnesia. I'm gonna click Flare Blitz and click Amnesia again. Ooh, that's kind of bad. Hopefully they bring in a Mungus. That would be kind of fun. They should bring in Urshifu, though. I should have clicked Parting Shot. Yeah. Alright, so it did like 100 or so? I couldn't tell. I think there's a chance, not after the Flare Blitz recoil, there was a chance that we might live one, and technically we might still live one, but I kind of doubt it, so. So if I really wanted to be risky for the Bisky here, right, I could click Parting Shot and Terra and just click Iron Defense. That sucks. So, miscalculation on my part. Unfortunately, they go for Calm Mind again. We go for Iron Defense again. Well, for the first time, I guess. We bring in... I mean, we can bring in Sinistra. I feel more comfortable bringing in Ogerpon. But I also, like, don't really want to lose Ogerpon right away, kind of. I could click Trick Room. So, why not? Let's just click Trick Room. Let's click Iron Defense again. Could have clicked Amnesia, of course. They'll bring in Amoonguss, and we clicked Trick Room, so... Kind of bad. Like, basically, we would have a chance of winning this if we just didn't click Trick Room this turn. I'm gonna click Trick Room again, and I'm gonna click Protect. So yeah, they go for Spore. I kind of need to hope they're clicking Calm Mind again. No. It's always the right play. So... Grass disappears, we bring in Ogerpon. We basically just have to click Follow Me, like we really don't have a choice, right? But we basically just kind of gave them the win, unfortunately, so... We click Follow Me Iron Defense, basically, like... Or... Yeah. It's my only choice. So if this doesn't KO, we have a chance still. We have to click Follow Me again. And we have to click Body Press. If they KO me with Pollen Puff, I will be a little bit salty here. But I should have clicked... Yeah, god dang. Live. I should have just double protected. They're probably going to click Calm Mind. Yep. So they're just playing exactly how you ever should play if you're my opponent, so... What we're going to do is we're going to see how much damage we can do with one body press to a Moongus, and then we're going to scoop. Yeah, and they're already doing too much, so we actually don't even KO them with a +6 body press if they tear it out of it, so it was nice to see that we found a way to win, but that, I guess, does not guarantee anything, because, you know, we got one win, but, yeah. I'm just trying to think, like, what could I have done, right? Like, clearly I had the chance to do the parting shot play on that one turn, and then besides that, I mean, I should have technically been leaning into Farigiraf more in some way, because with Farigiraf you can click Throat Spray, and then you have Psychic and Dazzling Gleam to threaten them with, so yeah, technically Farigiraf could have helped us get out of that in some way. Especially if I had a Fairy Terra Farigiraf, which I don't, but this is a solid looking team. They have the ability to just click Swords Dance in my face, so probably I want to just start something like either Ogerpon Farigiraf, or I want to start Registeel Farigiraf, right? What I'm thinking is if I start Farigiraf and Ogerpon, yeah, we'll see. Bring Registeel in the back and Sinistra. I'm just concerned. That we will need a better way to deal with certain things on their team. Like, I mean, not technically the King Gambit, I guess, but we're just gonna have to see what they lead. Like, obviously they like King Gambit, so they should bring it. We do need better answers into Swords Dance, though, which is the main thing. They should click Bleak Windstorm. Like, if you click Taunt, yeah, you just don't know what you're doing, like, and that's fine. Like, we're technically still in low ladder, you might say, so we just Woodhammer the Walking Wake and we click Hyper Voice. I'm confident in this doing enough damage, but I do know that Walking Wake is particularly bulky. But they're really not doing much to stop what we're doing right now, so, you know, we're just gonna kind of do what we have to do here, like. It is Woodhammer, it is Ogerpon, like, this should hit pretty hard. Yeah. So, you know, what do they expect? Flame React. Big Flamer Boy. So it is a little scary, like, you gotta be honest. Big Flamer. But ultimately, I think we can just switch in Incineroar and just go for a Psyshock to kill the Tornadus. So we'll lower their attack. Clear Amulet, good play. Good play as well. There you go. I'd like to say I calced for that, but I didn't. And by that, I mean the Hyper Voice plus the Psyshock getting the KO on Tornadus pretty much every time. Like yeah, I didn't calc for that. It just works. So let's just Flare Blitz them. And in case we do need the extra damage, I'll just click Hyper Voice. But it's pretty clean sweep. Mostly it's because they didn't really know what they're doing, of course. Well, no, it's not just because of that. Like, they didn't have a way to get around what I'm doing, so... If they really wanted to, what they should have done is they should have clicked Sunny Day plus Flamethrower, right? Like, that was the correct play, but they didn't do that. They're gonna lose, so... we don't usually like posting, you know, 2-2 videos, but I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat what I'm doing. Like, you know, it's fine. Like, you don't win every match, especially when you're using a team like this. So, if anything, it just means like we're not gonna be rank climbing with Registeel. So, if this Registeel team had a little bit more offense, maybe, but yeah, it's kind of hard to say. Like, I know I played those matches pretty well, but I mean, we know what we did wrong, though. Yeah, like, right? That's fine. They're not gonna win. Like, so we definitely were gonna lose, I think, that second to last, or the one that we just played, right? But in the one before that, where we just got wrecked by Fluttermane, like, I literally considered just Flare Blitzing it, and then I didn't, right? So if I did just go for the Flare Blitz and the Flare Blitz KO'd them, we're now in a completely different game. And so I think it was a very, like, back and forth. You can't really say, you know, we were just gonna lose, but yeah, I mean, our opponent played well, and you gotta respect them for that. So if I wanted to play as consistently as possible, quote unquote, I had to start Ogerpon for a graph or Clefairy for a graph, right? And yeah, I mean, I do think in general, like, we should also probably take Clefairy off the team for something that has a little bit more offensive threat. So, you know, not an amazing start. I do think it's ultimately just a product of this team being what it is, right? Like, there's gonna be times where it feels like the team is trying to position so hard that it just never finds the position that it really wants to. And like I said, you know, there was definitely ways that we could have played around some of our losses, but, you know, we still found a way to get some decent matches out of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, and yeah, we'll see what team we use next. So have a good one and peace out.